What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks NBA Playoff Edition. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. All of that goes a long way for me on this video, goes a long way for you. That way you become apprised whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. No basketball having tipped off here as of me recording this on Thursday. Getting pretty close to it, but yeah, let me know how I do in the comment section below. I'm sure a couple people will let me know how it goes, but check out FanDuel Sportsbook if you haven't yet. They're partnered with us here just for the time being. Bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. And hey, if you don't have DraftKings, they just decided to run the exact same promotion, so that's in the video description box below. I know they're the two biggest sports books we have in North America. I'm sure a lot of you are already signed up there, but if you haven't, why not get yourself $150 in bonus bets to fire up in the NBA? All you do is you sign up at either one of those links. It takes you all of about 2 minutes. You check it out, bet $5, get $150. Pretty simple if you ask me. So you can fire that up in MLB. There's an MLB Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks for Friday as well. Check out all the great stuff we have here at Odd Chopper and help you win some money with those bonus bets over at FanDuel. It's only if you're 21 and over. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, 2 games. Gonna be wild. Gonna be good stuff. Some Game 6s coming down the pipeline. Let's get to the picks. Our journey begins with Game 6 there in San Francisco, a 5 p.m. Pacific tip-off for this one. Some early basketball out in California. Good stuff. It is the Sacramento Kings, the Golden State Warriors. They travel like not at all to go back and forth. That's kind of an underrated part of it. Kind of sleep in your own bed. It's lovely. Just wake up and go. Just get on the turnpike. Let's call it a day. But anyway, Golden State's now up 3-2 going home. And yeah, 7.5-point favorites at almost every single book. There is 1-7 lingering out there at Bet365, our old friends. It's only available in 4 states there for you. Virginia, Ohio, New Jersey, Colorado. Look at that memory. And Canada. Hey, you could go bet that number. It's a decent number, but I'm not going to be betting it, eh? Okay, good talk. Anyways, going to just be another game where Golden State, kind of an interesting rotation that they've thrown out there of late. Jordan Poole stayed in the starting lineup despite Draymond Green being back from his suspension. Thought that was a pretty interesting little wrinkle that they had. But of course, what happens? Well, Draymond Green plays by far the lion's share. Jordan Poole plays only 23 minutes. However, it was a blowout. I don't want to read too much into anything that we saw in terms of that rotation outside of Draymond Green's playing a ton of minutes. However, a lot of his props that are out right now look pretty efficient to me, as you would expect, because, you know, so long as he's not doing bad kid things, you know, whacking people in the junk or tripping people or all of his usual antics, whatever. He's really good at basketball, though. He's going to be playing a lot of minutes, and there's no doubt about it. Yeah, Golden State's better with him on the floor. No questions asked. As for Sacramento, I don't know what kind of adjustments they come and make coming into this one. I think it's a little weird that Kevin Huerter has been phased out of this rotation. He's only played 20 and 16 minutes the last 2. Very curious for some of the props that, again, they haven't released those ones. Books are being a little bit careful with some of these rotations as adjustments have been made, because there have been some opportunities to short Kevin Huerter. And again, the guy got into foul trouble, and that was almost like the death of him in terms of rotational minutes in this series. In game 1, he played 31 minutes. In game 2, 30. Then foul trouble 29 minutes when he was playing awesome. And Davion Mitchell shut down Steph Curry. They ended up winning, or ended up being like more competitive, I guess, in that spot for a little while before Golden State ran away with it. Now they've rattled off 3 in a row. Weird to me that they kind of don't have Kevin Huerter out there more, because he mattered in Atlanta. He's been very pivotal, if you will, to their success here. And you know, they're going to play Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson on the floor out there. Defensively, those aren't the hardest. Well, you know what I mean. They're insanely good at offense, but defensively, Kevin Huerter should be able to get a couple of buckets in that kind of situation. But I get why you have Davion Mitchell on the floor. Makes a lot of sense to me, but I'm talking in circles, mainly because I want to jump to the Golden State side, where I've been keyed in on what these rotations are a little bit more, and I was pretty sure Draymond Green, even though he wasn't starting, was going to play those low 30 minutes that we've kind of been accustomed to. Sure enough, it happened. You got Kevon Looney playing awesome for this team right now. You want him on the floor as much as possible. 34 minutes. Yeah, 34 minutes. That was his highest allotment there in game 5 of the entire series. He just continues to be awesome. But I think the one guy that's going to not benefit having Jordan Poole in that starting lineup, unless he has insanely efficient shooting like we've seen in the last four. We're talking 9 for 16, 7 for 12, 8 for 16, 9 for 19. He's been shooting 47% or better in every single game, and I expect it to regress at some point. Andrew Wiggins. He averaged 17.4 points per game this season already, even though he hasn't been with the team for a long time. Comes back into this series instantly and has made a difference. But 18.5 being his point total here, there's a lot of situations where I don't think this number ends up getting hit. Now, he's eclipsed it in 3 of his last 4 for all the people who care about those kind of things. For me, I just see he's played 38, 39 minutes. If he's going to be playing right around there again, I still don't see him attempting 18, 19 shots very routinely when you're sharing a floor with Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. Now, he's going to have to take some shots from time to time because, they're keying in on those other guys. And Andrew Wiggins, no slouch himself. But 18.5 is a pretty high point total. I have not pulled the trigger, though. It goes in the lean category, something that I'm considering here for this game, because there's just other offensive guys that I want to have get involved. And the other part, too, is Draymond Green has been shooting the ball a little bit more than I was expecting in his 2 return games. 3 for 14, 8 for 10. I guess he got suspended game 4, but 3 for 14, 8 for 10. Those are a lot of shot attempts, and Draymond Green has been assertive there, right inside of the paint and trying to he understands that they're gonna allow him to score from time to time. So I'm at least paying attention to how that affects this rotation. And Andrew Wiggins, I think he's the one guy I'd be comfortable shorting if I decide to pull that trigger based on those numbers. But I want to talk about a different Golden State Warrior, and actually this entire section is going to be Golden State guys, even though the Kings, rip, I really wanted them to win this series. Alas, they are 7.5 point dogs here for a reason. But Kevon Looney has been incredible. Talked about it before. 34 minutes that we're seeing from this guy. His rebound rate is through the roof. Offensive rebounds galore. Has had 20 rebounds in 2 of his last 3. I mean, there is no answer for him on the glass right now. And again, offensive rebounds, when you're surrounded by 3-point shooters, you get these long rebounds. And he's just been a greyhound, just tracking those down, or whatever your dog of choice that tracks things. That is what Kevon Looney has been. He's got that dog in him. 14 boards on the off chance there. And yet 12.5 continues to be the line here. Sure, maybe there's a blowout and then you're running into those type of game scripts, but -110, -113, those are the 2 numbers currently available on that. I'm comfortable with both. I would be comfortable playing this up to 13.5. That's how wild Kevon Looney's rebound rate has been through the entire influx of this game. He is out there to create havoc on the glass. That is the whole purpose of him being there. And again, lots of 3-point shooters on both sides of this one. Lots of long rebounds that can open up opportunities for other guys to rebound the basketball. But I'm a big fan of Kevon Looney's and just love what we're seeing from him in this series. Just going to continue riding that wave. 12.5 rebounds. Domantas Sabonis, have fun. Alrighty, y'all. One more to go. And again, it pains me to have to do this, but there's one little cheat trick, if you will, and I see it all the time on Twitter, and sometimes you're paying a ton of VIG to be able to play a correlated prop along with a money line or something of that nature, but I don't find it to be that egregious when I break this one down, and it becomes the lock. I've only got a standard unit on it, so take that for what you will. It's not something I'm jamming like I might be during a regular season when I would have a lock on a 12-game slate or something of that nature, but I'm a big fan of just closeout game Steph Curry. Now, we did not get closeout game LeBron James, that's for sure. No idea. He's in year 20 though, so I mean, it makes sense. But Steph Curry has been just awesome this entire series. He's hit 30 points in 4 of 5. His usage is through the roof. He's averaged 29.6 points per game. And contrary to other pieces that we talk about on this program come playoff time, he doesn't see as big of a minutes bump going from, the now gone Milwaukee Bucks, who went from 30 to 40 minutes a game. Steph Curry averaged 35 minutes per game because, again, Golden State was fighting for their playoff lives in the second half of this NBA season. He did miss some time, but anyway, what I'm getting at is that 29.6 points per game, pretty close to the baseline. However, he is barely leaving the floor right now. 43 and 42 minutes now, the last 2. They have put their foot on the gas, and they are just going to let Steph Curry go out and cook. That's the reason that he has 4 or 5. I don't care that he's hit 30 points in 4 or 5 as the key factor. What I care about is his usage rate combined with the minutes, combined with who the dude is. And Steph Curry is that dude, flat out. Pains me to do it, but Steph Curry, 30 plus over at FanDuel Sportsbook, combined with the Golden State money line, gets you -110. Yes, that is the number right now, -110. You go to single game parlay this. I don't think that vig is extremely excessive. I find it to be a really, really solid investment. Steph Curry doesn't put up 30. Golden State's money line's probably going to lose anyway. So it's a correlated prop, -110 to be able to back two things that I think are far more likely to happen than not. Pretty easy call. 30 plus. Golden State money line, 1 unit. It's a great play. And this is a great site, Manscaped, my friends. Get 20% off of all of your trimming needs. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, guys. Sometimes you go out on that date night, you have a couple drinkies, and you're, oh God, I didn't take care of myself. Things were going so well. We were hitting it off. Everything was fantastic. Or you're going out with your wife, and you want to treat her to a little surprise. You're feeling a little frisky on vacation. A couple of Mai Tais. You're feeling the ocean breeze. It's lovely stuff. You'll leave a luau a little bit full. You don't really want to take care of yourself then. So take care of yourself now. Manscaped has all of the goods to treat your goods. We have the Lawnmower 4.0. We have the Performance Package 4.0, the Platinum Package 4.0. If you think that you are not above extremely great grooming, my friends, you are incorrect. You must take care of yourself. You must. It won't really help your betting, but either way, what I'm getting at is that I want to help you in every facet of your life. Think of me as a guru more than a sports betting analyst, if you will. Yeah. Actually, don't think about me as in any way, shape, or form when, participating in Manscaped. Simply take advantage of promo code Stochastic at the link below. Don't want it to get awkward. Manscaped.com, the Platinum Package 4.0. That's what I have. The Crop Preserver. You have all of the great trimming items. The Lawnmower 4.0, the Weed Whacker 2.0, the Crop Cleanser, Crop Reviver, everything you want, all for the low, low price. Low prices over there. $89.99 is the starting of the Performance Package. That is really great stuff. You can add on, you can subtract things, you can get the free boxers, toiletry bag. I love that thing. It replaced the old crusty one I had for 20 years. Get rid of that stuff. So get rid of all of your bad stuff right now. All the things that get in the way from you having a good time. Check out Manscaped.com. That is by far my favorite read of all time. Ho, producer Alicia, last game. There's really no coming back from that one. Memphis, Lakers, here we go. Just like there was no coming back from, oh boy. Nothing like going and getting plus 158. Yeah, got the best number available over at FanDuel Sportsbook for what it's worth. Plus 158. That's some money I'm never going to see again. Bye-bye. Complete annihilation. Desmond Bain. Oh, Gotham's Reckoning is returned. It's all right. It's so wild. Aton and myself over on the Odd Shop, which you can catch out over here on the Odd Shopper channel every single Monday through Friday. I'm usually on Mondays and Wednesdays, so take that for what you will. But talking with my guy Aton Shander, we had a massive play on Desmond Bain, scoring 35 plus and then hitting 4 threes. And I was so mad because in game 4, he put up 36 with just 3 threes for a dominant 3-point shooter. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to run it back for at least a small little bit, right? Well, I forgot to add the 3-pointers to it because I wasn't paying attention. Wrong 3-point allotment. Only put 3 with it. And of course, he goes for 4. So this is just stupid. I hate when that happens. We've all had misclicks in our lives. It's okay. But anyway, check out the Odd Shop. That was my plug for that. You can sign up for that. Or just if you're following this YouTube account, you're going to be able to find the Odd Shop. Again, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific, every single Monday through Friday. Myself, Ben Raza, Laffy, and Aton Shander. Those are the 4 that are in rotation. I'm sure we'll have other friends come along at some point in time. We have other friends, I promise. I think. But anyway, Rui Hachimura is going to be my first lean that we're going to talk about in this section, because what has gone wrong for the Lakers in the last couple? Because they played a pretty competitive game, and I know that they are 4-point favorites here, and I know that number has a chance of moving to 4.5, 5. I don't know. It seems as though this is a really, really good spot for the Lakers going back home. They got completely dusted, just kind of waved the white flag and got out of Memphis. They were walking in Memphis with 2 feet off of Beal, like really hard. Do you really feel the way I feel? It's a great song. But Rui Hachimura, just 21 minutes in that blowout, 9 points, 2 boards. But the PRA is at 14.5, and you start going through some of his averages, which you can kind of throw out the window when he was with Washington, and then he didn't play a ton at times. He was playing mid-teens minutes, but he's really carved out a role in this playoff rotation because he's a big who can rebound, who can actually play a little bit of defense. He's been closing some games. Hasn't shot the ball well as of the last two. 2 for 9, 4 for 8, but 1 for 4 and 1 for 3 from 3. He had gone like 5 for 6, 2 for 4. And there is sort of a hot hand approach that's going to exist with the Lakers at times. We've seen Dennis Schroeder close over D'Angelo Russell because of the way a certain unit was playing, and Rui Hachimura closing. And then you're going to run into other situations where it's going to be Reeves, Russell, and Schroeder that'll actually be sharing the floor and possibly closing. Like, there are a lot of iterations of this basketball team, and they can, I mean, it's a nice problem to have, considering at the beginning of the year, all they had was problems. It's a sharp point by me. But anyway, Rui Hachimura, I expect to at least have the opportunities there for him to knock down shots. And he's going to rebound better than he did the last game. 2 rebounds. He had a 5+ in every single game of this series up until that point. And that, my friends, makes 14.5 PRA on my radar as an over. It is a lean. I have not added it to the card. It's right around 16.5 that I'm projecting it at. So, I mean, that's a pretty good gap. I really should be adding this one to the card, but kind of want to see a little bit less juice. Right now, the book I'm looking at is -115. Would like that to come down a little bit. We'll see where people kind of land on this. And hey, if it doesn't make the card, I'm happy to pass on a bet that I think is, decent, but I think could have been better. Happy to always kind of miss the boat on some of those rather than force in a play I don't believe in. But I believe in this play, and this is kind of an exotic one for the people. I know you parlay people. All you parlay people, you're out there. You walk amongst us in the shadows. Actually, no, you're very vocal and you tweet all the time. So there's that. But Austin Reeves, the guy's been incredible. He's probably earned himself $1 bajillion, give or take a few, over the course of this postseason. The guy has just been transcendent, and there's no doubt about it. He is going to get paid in this offseason. And 40 minutes now, that's the kind of trust that the Lakers have in him in these playoffs to just go out and do things. And yet, my friends, this rebound prop is at 3.5 right now at 2 different books. FanDuel Sportsbook, -160. Yeah, it's juiced heavily, but the fact that I can even get a 3.5 line when he's playing 40 minutes the last 2, what are we doing here? That feels like a freebie to add, but again, heavily juiced. And I know a lot of people don't want to be laying 160 to win 100. I totally understand. So let's piece it together with another line that I just find to be a little bit asinine, and it projects out really well over at OddsShopper. And that's what I always love to see, is when I have the projections and they match up with the market-based approach. And if you can find this is lovely. And that makes me very, very trusting in a play. And well, obviously there's a lock that I like a little bit more. So I'm attaching Austin Reeves to Ja Morant over 6.5 rebounds. Yes, Ja Morant. You think in a game, Memphis against the wall, that they're not going to just continue to play him 40+? Yeah. Only reason he played 38 is they were up 17 there towards the end, and they could take their foot off the gas, even though Austin Reeves stayed out on the floor. Just saying. But Ja Morant played awesome again. 31, 10, 7. Great stuff. These rebounds have been a little bit wild of late. He did play 44 minutes, though, in Game 5. Or in Game 4. 44 minutes. Only had 4 rebounds, but he was completely, he just looked a little bit off that game. It was a strange situation. 8 for 24 from the field. Ja Morant, when he gets cooking, which I expect him to go out there and try to cook here again, 40+ minutes, they are the dogs. Ja Morant, 6.5 rebounds. Ooh, baby. That's a lot of typing over there. But Austin Reeves, over 3.5 rebounds, plus Ja Morant over 6.5 rebounds. I made producer Alicia's job an absolute nightmare. You're welcome. You're welcome. Give her some love, friends. But anyway, we're going to the lock. My favorite play on the board from this one. Yeah, we're going back to the well with these absolute fools, these buffoons. Lakers. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Well, I'm going to lose both times. Lakers, -4. Absolute jam spot. This is just fantastic. Again, I like the Steph Curry plus money line one, it just makes me feel happy and warm fuzzies because I just know it's going to happen. So that's called the lock. But the Lakers, -4, I think it's great value here on this one. Again, just a unit. Just a unit. Don't go nuts. The lock emoji. So I have to at least like play it up. Let's just talk through it a little bit here. Where the Lakers, I expect Anthony Davis to go out. He played, I mean, he was the one guy who decided to go play a little bit of basketball in Memphis. Good to see him offensively join the party after 42 minutes and just 12 points and probably his worst playoff outing of his career in a win in game 4. Well, played awesome in game 5 and they lost. I don't think those two are correlated. So Anthony Davis, LeBron James in a closeout situation at home, Lakers, crypto.com arena. I had to think about that for a second. Absolutely rocking. They're just going to get it done here. Lakers fatality. This was a fun show. Let's leave. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Go to that comment section below. Give me your favorite plays for Friday's slate here. We've got FanDuel Sportsbook. $5 gets you 150 in bonus bets. So go bet $5 over there at the link below. There's also a DraftKings link down there. There's also links to links. I don't know. I'm going to go get on the links on Saturday, hopefully. Need to work on my putting. I suck. But anyway, bet $5, get 150. I used to play Division I golf. No big deal. But now my putting sucks and I hate golf. So there's that. Humble break followed by beating myself up. That's Zach's book me. So FanDuel Sportsbook, great stuff. 21 and over. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Check out Manscaped too. That was an adventure. Great to have them along on the program again. But friends, you know what it is. A ton on Saturday and Sunday. The guy's been on a massive parlay heater. So give him some love, give him some attention here on the Odd Shop channel over the course of the week. And until next time, until Monday, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Friday.